Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 20th of February, 2021. This is my weekly analysis video where I go over all of the charts I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading method as per my books, the two books on the right there. All right, let's get into it. What time is it? It's 12:12. No wonder I'm hungry, haven't eaten today. First up, let's have a look at the news for the week ahead. So we'll go to that first. This is Forex Factory. This is the economic calendar. So this is filtered to set up for me in my local time. I'm in Da Nang, Vietnam, so it'll put it in your own local time. So the week ahead, Monday, nothing. I'm only really interested in the red items. They're the high impact items. So here's your first one, Fed Chair Powell testifies, so it could affect the US dollar. Right, we've got Bank of Canada Governor Macklin speaks. Then the big one probably is the New Zealand interest rate. There's the official cash rate there. So on the right's what they say it is at the moment and what they expect it's going to happen. And Fed Chair Powell testifies, and that's the only news for the week. So I guess the main one is the New Zealand interest rates. All right, that was pretty easy. All right, let's have a look at this Word document here. It just explains everything that's on my charts, all the different colors, the indicators, etc. Either take a screenshot of this, pause the video, have a read of this. I'll bring it up at the end of the video so you can have another look at it. There is a lot happening on my charts, and if you've never watched any of my videos, you possibly won't understand it. Also, English may not be your first language. You may not understand my Australian accent or something along those lines. So this just gives you an idea of what is happening on the charts. Now, keep in mind also that all of my trades that I show in these videos are called live in my Facebook group and also my Telegram channels. So they're called on a daily basis. So the initial entry, any trade management's also called. I do screenshots and also share a results spreadsheet for these trades. So it's all quite transparent, called at the time, not after the fact like a lot of traders do. So yeah, if you're more than welcome, if you haven't already, join my Facebook group or join my Telegram channels. There should be links in the description of the video. What else? Yeah, if you do like the video, please hit the subscribe button, or if nothing else, hit the like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. All right, let's go to the charts. Where are they? All right, we're on TradingView. Here we go. All right. Oh, here we go. First one, ignore this one. This is just Bitcoin. I remember looking at Bitcoin when it was just under $100. I think it was about $95 for an actual coin. And I thought, wait, that's way too much. And here we go. This is the 50,000 level. That 95 looks pretty good now. Yeah, but apparently also I believe that about 22% of all Bitcoins are lost, because back in the day when people used to buy them and put them in wallets or with brokers, all those brokers are either gone or people have lost their passwords, etc. So there's a fair chunk that's actually lost in cyberspace somewhere, and there's only 21 million of the suckers. So, but in the meantime, we're crashing towards 60,000. So let's go to my chart. So here we go, the daily Forex charts. This is my watch list on the right. If it's highlighted in blue, means there's trades on. No highlight, no trades on. It's highlighted in pink. That means there's some action happening on Monday. And as you can see, we've got a bit of correlation there, New Zealand, and New Zealand. So let's have a look. So you'll see all these lines on my charts. If you read that Word document, you'll have a fair idea what they mean. Basically, blues are buys, reds are sells. Red trend lines, bearish divergence. Green trend lines, bullish divergence. You can read my notes on the charts. Pause the video and read my notes. A lot of trades happening. This is back in the day when I used to do a lot of hedging. So, for example, this is the Usd Swiss, all right? They're in alphabetical order. These are all the pairs I'm trading. Usd Swiss Franc, as you can see up here. So sequence one is S1. So we go back, we'll have a look. So commence there. This is back in the day. I don't do this unless I don't do the hedging technique unless there is hidden divergence, as you'll see on some of the more other pairs. But these are all ones I've got to clear. So sequence 1, break even is hedged. Break even, BE, NA, not applicable, as hedged. So you can, there's all the trades there at the moment. I'm currently hedged. Now my last trade here was a buy on this signal here, and I closed it right there. Now you think I'm kicking myself? Didn't show much patience there, Jim. Yeah, so the last buy was there. So I keep on adjusting these lines every day. If they're no longer valid, I just delete them. But just a bit of preparation when it comes to moving, setting up for divergence. So I'm looking at these all the time. With this indicator, the MACD Platinum, which is zero lag MACD, it does present a lot of divergence with price. So as you can see, we've got higher highs at the moment on price and lower highs on the MACD Platinum, the oscillator. MACD Platinum, I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero level. That's the zero level down here, and looking to buy when it's below it. So that buy was the last sort of valid signal. I took it. It went against me, and that was based on nice hidden bullish divergence. I should have stayed in. I got a bit impatient. I saw this bearish candle here, and it looked a lot worse than it does now. And I got out at break even roughly, and now it's gone up significantly. Yeah. All right, Aussie Yen. No trades on at the moment. That was a buy signal, which I declined to take. And in hindsight, again, it's gone up. If you see profit to date on here, it's profit on the particular pair since I've started. This is all based on a 0.02 base lot, so it's 20 cents a pip. So with the Usd Swiss, you'll see it's not a pair I like trading. $819 since I started trading it, and the Aussie Yen 338. Right, let's have a look at the AUDNZ before I embarrass myself any further by trades I didn't take. I did take a buy here based on the, as you can see by my notes, hidden bullish divergence, and the red dotted line is my stop. So I've closed half. As I said, you can 17th of Feb closed 0.01, and the stop has been moved up to there. All of these, like I said, these are all recorded in my Facebook group, Telegram channels. This one, you see a note on there, post to Instagram. I don't use Instagram, but I'm just trying to post a couple of setups with clean charts, and this was the first one, so I've jagged it. But it's a nice buy there. It's Oz New Zealand and 378 in profit. Oz USD. Now, this is a pair that I am stuck in an old sequence, like the Oz Swiss, as you'll see with a few pairs. There's sequence 1 starts all the way back there. So don't worry about, if you're not into the hedging, which is high risk trading, don't worry about all sequence 1. You can read my notes. Made some good profit, 1,600. In the meantime, my last trade, sequence 2. This is your more traditional type trading. Sequence 2 was this buy based on hidden bullish divergence. That's why it doesn't concern me too much. I missed the trades on the Oz Swiss or the Oz Yen because I was in one for the Aussie USD. The correlation. Now the Aussie's gone up nicely, so I've already closed half, as you can see by my notes, and my stop is now just below the entry level, so I can't lose on sequence 2 trade. In the meantime, I keep just adjusting these lines. Like today, I just moved this line up a bit higher, this one up a bit higher. Once they're no longer valid, delete them. Always looking for divergence. Trend is up, broken this previous high, which I didn't think it would. Like you can see, there's a high here, come up, bounced and sort of pulled back, but it pushed through it on Friday night. Cad Swiss. Now this is one that if you've been watching on my videos for a long time, you will know this is one. There's not many lines on the chart there, but you can see all these notes here. And there's not much profit either. Hang on, let's go back. I took 5 buy trades. I should just close these buy trades. I don't have to repeat myself every week. Take the $2,000 loss, and it wouldn't worry me because I made a lot on the daily charts. So I got these 5 buy trades back here long time ago. I dropped the ball, then we had COVID. I'm not sure why I didn't close them out or what I was trying to do at the time, but they're still there. Like I said, very transparent with my trading. That's the break-even level for them up there. Long way away. Is it going to make it there? Doubt it. Maybe one day. It's not that far, really. In the meantime, I keep on trading the right side of the chart. Nothing doing at the moment. The the good thing is with those old 5 buy trades, the overnight interest rate is positive. So I'm not losing any money. I'm actually making a little bit of money. But they are like hanging over me. It's just got to work my way out of them. Cad Yen. My last signal was this buy here. I didn't take it. Now, the reason for the grey vertical line is a warning. There's a new red dot on the MACD platinum above the 0 level. So remember, above the 0 level, I'm looking to sell. Red dot. No red dot on the QMP filters yet. There is potentially regular bearish divergence forming. You can see the MAs are starting to split. It's a 50 EMA, the 100 EMA, and the 240 LMA. We've broken this previous sort of resistance level. We've gone through it now, we can probably delete that, but I'll leave it in there because that might become support. So if we did take the sell trade, it'd be a high risk trade going against the trend. So you would have a stop in place, and you may consider just trading, say, if you normally trade 2% on a risk on a trade, you might consider 1% or 0.75% or something like that. So no trades at the moment. Cad Yen. Euro Aussie, similar to the Aussie old sequences from way back. So we've got this sequence one, which is back here. It's a pair I don't mind trading. Good profit, like the Aussie, 1,700, give or take. If you're not doing the sequences, the hedging, the last trade you should be looking at is trade 2, very similar to the Aussie. The Aussie USD is going up. Normally the Euro Aussie is going the other way. It's inversely correlated to a certain extent. Not perfect, but it's generally that's how they move in opposite directions to each other. So similar to the Aussie, took a sell here, which Aussie was a buy obviously, and we're going to stop and play. So it's it's hidden bearish divergence, which I love. If you could just trade on hidden divergence, you would make a killing, trust me, but I like to take every trade. You could just zip through different time frames on different pairs and just trade hidden divergence. You would do very well in Forex, trust me on that. So in the meantime, possible regular bullish divergence forming. As I said, I just adjust these lines every day until they're no longer valid. So sequence 2 is a sell, already closed half, stop and place there. If you see these green lines, I don't know if I mentioned it, they're just big numbers. In this case, it's a 1.600 round, big round number. Blue lines are just, blue trend lines are just something of interest, normally a support resistance or a possible trend line that's going to be broken. Euro CAD, no trades on at the moment. Big support level here. MACD platinum's below the 0 level, possibly looking for a buy next trade. Euro pound, no trades on at the moment. The big numbers, the green line's a 90-cent level. There was a support. It's been broken, so we can probably just leave that or get rid of it. Trend line, I did take a buy on here. It was a high risk trade into the trend, and I got stopped out, so I took a loss of $21 on that buy trade. So that's the only reason that grey line's there, is just to remind me I did take a buy. And I make a note that I lost on it because I'm still, the MACD platinum's below the 0 level, and I'm now waiting on a new potential buy signal, see if I can recoup some of that $21. In the meantime, this thing's just going down, it trends down, the MAs are spreading, but possible bullish, regular bullish divergence there. Euro Yen, no trades on at the moment. I closed out of my buy from in here on Friday, which was not a bad thing, and there was a sell signal presented on Friday morning. I declined to take it because it was a high risk trade, even though there's divergence there. There's regular bearish divergence. It's a high risk trade. I just didn't like how we're sitting on this previous. It was like resistance, bang, broke through. Now it can act as support. And it was a bullish candle also. I just declined to take it. So hindsight, I could probably still take it. It popped up, prices popped up, and that's probably considered a bearish candle on Friday there. Euro New Zealand, no trades at the moment. I did take a buy here. It's marked by this line, and I lost $42 on it. It was a high risk trade into the trend. I had a stop in place, and I got stopped out. There's since been a sell signal here, which I've declined to take. It was just too messy. Hindsight, probably be a good trade. And this thing, I've just drawn this trend line to see if I've got to break through it, but nothing's happening. Better have been out. This thing will probably, MACD will probably roll over down to the downside. I could probably extend this a bit because it's heading down still, and price is heading down. That's a big bearish candle on Friday. Euro USD in no trades. I wasn't a buy here. I closed out. Then we've got this sell signal here, which is not valid as the MACD Platinum's not above the 0 level, and it's popped up higher again. I was talking about possibly looking for another buy, but I'll just wait for it. It's been a bit tough to trade lately. You know, sometimes you have a decent little move, but then other times it just goes flat for a long time. Look at this area in here. This is the most traded pair on the planet. Pound Aussie. Let's have a look here. I am in a sell here. It was based on hidden bearish divergence. You can see by my notes there. It went nicely initially, then it went against me quickly. Now it come to this previous high on Friday, very kind to me, and it's popped back down below my entry level. The MACD Platinum still above the 0 level because it's hidden bearish divergence. I didn't go in with a stop, so no chance of being stopped out. Just watch and see how the MACD Platinum goes. But we're looking good now come Friday. Pound Swiss, this thing's just on a big tear. Once I broke this sort of level here, bang, she's gone. Actually, I think someone in one of my, either the Facebook group or the Telegram channel called it a buy on this pair and when I was selling. And I thought, what's he talking about? But yeah, it's so my sell there, I took a loss. There's my sell. I had a stop in place. It's a high risk trade. So as I said, the high risk trades risk less, small loss, $24, not the end of the world. MACD Platinum's been above the 0 level for a long time. It's going to extremes. Generally, when it gets high like this, either the MAs go to price or the price comes back to the MA. So it's just something to watch. That's the Pound Swiss. I'm in no trades at the moment. Made a few dollars on it. Pound Yen. I think I'm in a pretty good buy trade here. I did take a sell in here, which lost me $49, which is a pretty big loss. But I think that's about, at the moment, that buy. It's only a partial buy, so we'll look at it. So we're up about, I think about 700 pips or something. Let's have a look at the moment. Yeah, about 800 pips or so. That's not too bad. Good trade. So the buy was taken back here. Now my stop's just in there. I could probably, I'll just keep an eye on the MACD Platinum. If I get another red dot, I'll look at moving my stop up. Probably really tighten it up, try and lock in some of that profit. So that's my buy trade at the moment. It's a pair I don't mind trading. Everyone loves the Pound Yen. It has some nice moves. Pound New Zealand. This is one of my problem children, and it's highlighted in pink. It's one of my. So on Monday, I'm getting, the thing is with TradingView, which is different to MT4 and MT5. With TradingView, it will show you, because the candle's closed on Friday, it will show you the dot. So under here, there's a red QMP filtered dot. So the red line is what's happening on Monday. It's a sell signal. Now I'm in two old sequences. Again, these are old hedging sequences from way back. So if you're not into the hedging, don't worry about them. It's something I've got to work my way out of. And if you've watched any of my videos, you will know that, what do I always say? Where are we? Here. So I'll bring it over here so you can read it. Overall break even, not applicable, is hedged. So all these trades are hedged at the moment. All I'm doing is locking in a loss. My profit to date is 9,600 on this pair. So I'm making plenty of money on the pair, so there's no dramas. You can see my other notes for whatever reasons. You can read them, pause the video. But Monday, sell signal. Now, the last trade was this buy in here. So it's just below that. So I'm not going to worry about closing that buy. I'll just leave it in place. So I'll just take a 12th sell trade on sequence 1. And I'll take a 9th sell trade on sequence 2. And I'll take a new sequence 3 sell trade. So this is the one that should interest you. Sequence 3, there'll be a sell trade taken here. It's based on regular divergence. You can see higher high in price and lower high on the MACD Platinum. So there'll be a stop in place, which will be this red dotted line, which is around the 1.94629 level. So there'll be a stop around there. And so that'll that'll release the hedge on sequence 1, sequence 2, and it'll give me a break even down here somewhere. So that's the plan on the pound New Zealand. Pound USD, it's another one, old sequences. Sequence 1, oh, it's the only sequence now. Good profit on this pair, 9,019. I'll probably drop the ball on this. The initial entry was based on hidden divergence, so it was a valid hedging sequence for me, but I think I might have missed the opportunity to get out of break even when it presented. Either I didn't have my trade manager set up or it bounced away from it. So now I've got this price grinding up and the MACD platinum going nowhere. It's been a tough pair to trade lately on the daily time frame. Normally it's a nice pair. I like trading a pound USD, but this is pretty ugly. But it's doing a bit of a burst up. At the moment, I'm hedged. Good profit, 9,000 on it. So basically I'm looking for a sell trade. Now what I could do, say I've got a sell signal above this buy, I could just close the buy and double up on my sell and add to my profit, or I could just take the sell and just try and work it like that. Let's move on. New Zealand CAD, another one highlighted in pink. Remember, New Zealand, New Zealand, New Zealand. A lot of New Zealand pairs there. So watch your correlation. There is a buy signal here. Beyond that blue line, there is a buy. My only concern would be breaking this high up here. So it's a recent high. We really need to break that. We're already close to it. I'm going to take the buy on Monday and I'll have a stop in place in that red dotted line. So that's a buy on Monday with a pretty tight stop. MAs are up. It's with the trend. There's no supporting divergence. My only concern is that high. New Zealand Japanese Yen, no trades on. This thing is going up. That's the 70-cent level. That's the 75-cent level. It's just tearing up nicely. It's a pair I don't mind trading. At the moment, nothing happening. Price is going up though. MACD is not reflecting that, so divergence. But nothing at the moment. New Zealand USD. This is a pair I am in. Similar, very similar to the Aussie USD. They do work pretty close together. Aussie USD and New Zealand USD, they are very, I would say, highly correlated. Generally, their chart patterns are very similar, which is surprising because the Aussie New Zealand actually works completely different. So go figure. It's obviously all based on the US dollar. Now, on Monday, there is a buy signal. You can see the little blue dot there. Now, my options were pretty limited. I'm in plenty of trades. I've actually got two sequences. So you got sequence 1, sequence 2. As you can see by my notes. On Monday, we've got a buy signal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 12th hedge buy because this is currently short minus 0.52. So I'm going to take a hedge buy 5.2 just to hedge that. And I'm going to hedge the sequence 2. So I'll take another sequence 2, 4th hedge buy at that position size to hedge that. And I'll take a new sequence 3 buy with a stop in place. Even though it's with the trend, you could probably, there's no supporting divergence based on that signal. MACD Platinum's close to 0 level. Again, we've got this high here. It's probably, I should have probably drawn a bit of a, nope, wrong one, Jim. Trend line across there. You know, we're at this high. It's really got to break that high to be convinced. And I'm not sure it's got too much juice left in it, the Kiwi. But yeah, I've made some good profit on it. This is currently my overall break even, so it's not that far away. That's the break even. Solid yellow lines are overall break even. The dotted or dashed yellow lines are the break even for sequence 2. So we got close, but not close enough. So buy on Monday, more protecting the overall position. All right, let's put me out of my misery. USD Swiss Franc. This is my problem pair, no doubt about it. Now, if we go back in time, you can see all my notes there. Sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3. So we've got plenty happening. All trades. Cluster of trades up here, cluster of trades down here, and a couple of dangling trades down here. If you're only more concerned about the right edge of the chart, there's nothing happening at the moment. The good thing is I've made a bit of profit on this pair, so 8,500. So what we've got at the moment is we've got a break-even positive, and a break-even hedged. So we've got 3 sequences. This is something I've just got to try and work my way out of by getting a little bit creative on the trade management. In the meantime, I just want to try and add to that profit up here, the 8,500, and try and work my way out of it. The overall break-even is, what are we, negative, so it's 80 something, so it's about many pips, 900 pips below or somewhere, but don't worry about that too much, because what happens if I get a new signal, I'll just look at closing out some of these trades, adding to my profit and stuff like that. So it just gets a little bit, you got to get a little bit creative. And if you're not into the hedging, don't worry about this pair at all. It's something I've got to deal with and work my way out of. So most of your traders should be just looking at the right edge of the chart and what trades, the recent trades, which brings me to the USD Japanese Yen, which is a trade that I'm hedging sequence I'm in, which I'm happy to be in because it was initially based on hidden bearish divergence. So we'll go through it. Here was my first sell here. Lower highs on price, higher highs on the MACD Platinum. Hidden bearish divergence. So there's the initial one. Took the sell. Went against me. Took a hedge buy. Happy to do it. You can read the notes. Sell, what it was based on. Hedge buy, same position size. Locking in a loss between those two. So it's gone up, not losing any more other than overnight interest. And we've got this sell signal, which I took. That was my second sell, and that was there, so you can see that. And it's gone against me again. And there's a buy. It's a little bit late to the buy, but it wasn't too much. It's a hedge buy, so second hedge buy. So overall, at the moment, break even, not applicable as hedged. So there's 4 trades on, 2 sells, 2 buys. MACD Platinum, it's all above the 0 level. That's the highlight in the box. Monday, there is a sell signal, as you can see, the red dot there. I'll just move that out of the way. Red QMP filter dot. So because I'm committed to the hedging sequence, Monday I'll take the sell. So for 0.10, it'll give me a break even, probably, I'm not sure where, probably somewhere between here and there, somewhere more. And that's what I'll be aiming for. So that's the USD Japanese Yen. This is a hedging sequence that I'm happy to be in because it is based on hidden divergence. I love my hidden divergence. I know I go on about it, but the good thing about the MACD Platinum, it presents lots of them, and generally I can work my way out of most of them. Probably about 90+% of them, so it's not a big deal. So that's it for the daily charts, good folks. Thanks for watching that, putting up with my dribble. Let's have a look back at that Word document in case you missed it, if I can find it. So if you're wondering what all the different coloured lines and that were, and you were going, what is he going on about? You can read this. Like I say, all the trades are recorded in the Facebook group and the Telegram channel, so everyone's more than welcome to join them. I do post screenshots of every trade I take, and they're in a shared folder. That's accessible through the Facebook group. I think there's a link to it in the video description, possibly, I'm not sure. I'll check that. I have stopped trading the 12-hour high probability, super aggressive hedging sequences. I was doing it on every trade, and because my leverage on the account I'm using is actually going down late next month, I just decided to call it quits. It was just getting out of hand, getting ridiculous. It was super highly aggressive. And I think I had it on one platform. I had over 600 trades open. It's just getting, with high leverage, it was fine, but things are going to get ugly late next month. So, and it was just a lot of work for me. I love my daily charts. I can base a lot of trading on the dailies. Like with my EAs I'm currently building, I can identify a trade on the daily and just set up the EA to trade on the 30-minute, the 1 hour, or the 4-hour chart or whatever. So, yeah. All right. Thanks for watching the videos, guys. Enjoy the weekend. The sun's out. It's about 25 degrees. I might go for a beach walk soon. And I'll talk to you good folk next week. Thanks you. Enjoy.